Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the American Dota League Season number 2. It is the best of 3 semifinals between Sneaky Nyx Assassins and Team Liquid. We're already into game number 2. The draft is well underway. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mott. With me is What Is Hip. Greg, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm ready for game number 2. Maybe Sneaky Nyx Assassins have a new plan for this game, and well, they had a little, I would call it gimmicky. I don't think that's rude. A little gimmicky push strat and little aura strat did not really work out for them. So Team Liquid taking game number 1 pretty convincingly, just playing conservative and getting Quick of a farm. It works out.
Yeah, that was a lot of farm for Quick for early on in the game, and then even Demon, who had a really early Aghanim Scepter, they just started fighting. Way2 got a little too big on that Bristleback. They couldn't really deal with him. They tried to burst him down in their top lane push, which was their kind of do or die moment for Sneaky Nyx Assassins, and it was a bit rough, but they will at least grab 2 very solid heroes to start the draft off. The Batrider and the Brewmaster. Liquid on the other side get Mirana and Shadow Demon, so arrows will be connecting, they will be flying. I certainly like having a Brewmaster and a Batrider, probably a bit better. Early Blink Daggers are going to be the name of the game for this squad, and maybe about 10 to 12 minutes, if they can get those, all of a sudden, Liquid might be in some trouble looking at a lot of lockdown and killing potential from Sna.
The good news is they have picked themselves up the Shadow Demon, which is sort of a must-have if you're willing to let the Batrider go through the pick phase. You need to get yourself a Shadow Demon. Otherwise, that Batrider just has way too much of an impact. And there's not really any other way to shut him down once that Naga is banned out. And even Naga sleep is a little bit slow once he has the Force Staff, so you can disrupt your teammate when he gets pulled back and doesn't really take any damage, obviously, while he's in there, and you can usually back him up and save him. So
yeah.
Batrider still, though, I mean, solo pickoffs are a real thing, and if you actually end up just lassoing the Shadow Demon, then, well, he's going to die instantly.
Yeah, he'll just get blown up, and that's kind of the sad story of the Shadow Demon, but still such a high-impact support. I mean, he's a do-or-die kind of hero. You live by the Shadow Demon, you die by the Shadow Demon a lot of the times in these engagements. Soul Catcher is so invaluable as well. I think that's one of the reasons why we've seen an influx of people picking him, because burst damage and nuking people down is always very important, and with Soul Catcher that becomes insanely easier. So they also have the Shadow Brothers, the Fiend and the Demon. They're going to pick Fiend up here for Liquid. Who plays him here, I'm not sure, but they have a lot of options.
Yeah, and we'll have to find out. Oh, Liquid, Shadow Fiend, yeah. I think that's Koikva. I mean, the Koikva Shadow Fiend has been unreal.
Legendary even.
I've been really impressed with it, and Team Liquid have got themselves a really stable lineup already. Shadow Demon, Mirana, SF, I like this quite a bit, and Sneaky Nyx Assassins are going to be leaning very heavily on this Batrider and Brewmaster to have a huge impact in that early game. Get that Blink online. If he stops for Arcanes, it might take a little while, but with the Batrider going for the quick Blink, I don't think that's too big of an issue. Third pick here, important one for Sneaky Nyx Assassins.
Yeah, this is kind of... This is going to shape their lineup, obviously. Well, I mean, it's the fucking draft, but we'll see what they go for here with the 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the reserve time now. And they need to pick something that's, like you said, a bit less gimmicky than what they had. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Omni Knight can be legit in the right lineup. I just don't think that was the right lineup for it to work out. I also don't think that if you're going to pick that hero, you're going to pick it with 2 support or 2 stand-ins rather. I feel like maybe Sneaky Nyx Assassins, it feels like they've resigned to their fate here, and even if Liquid play poorly, I don't know, they'll get the IO though, which actually wasn't banned out, and this is pretty big, albeit, actually I like this pickup a lot. IO at 3rd pick is damn valuable, so.
Went to big lots for that one?
They did. They went to big lots for that IO pickup. I would say Walmart as well, so.
We'll see how it works out here. They're going to need to pick something to synergize with it. Tiny is something that this team picks all the time, although that's an Ush hero.
That is an Ush hero. Not that
we'll see.
SN can't
well,
play
yeah, not that SN can't play it. I just don't know. You know,
actually,
SN a little bit relatively unknown. I don't really know his hero.
I think he played that yesterday too in the game against Revenge, and he did rather well. It was without the IO, I'm pretty sure, and he just got farmed.
Not do run casual IO, and it seems to work pretty well for them. A lot of teams don't really think it's viable without the IO, but obviously Sneaky Nyx Assassins not in that camp, but I sort of expect a Tiny pick here. It could be something else, but I don't know. Hard to say. There's not too many heroes that synergize extremely well with IO at this point. Tiny, one of them. Gyro's okay.
I don't know.
But Brewmaster and Bat, meh.
we might have gotten past the point where you need to really go for somebody that synergizes ultra well. I mean,
I guess
as long as
but
it's not a
with
KS
stand-in,
Knight, as long as it's not a CK, that hero sucks. That hero's ass. But
well, with 2 stand-ins, I think you want a pretty stable strategy to go with the Wisp.
yeah, well,
Tiny Wisp certainly stable, pretty easy to execute.
I mean, it's
as long
standard.
as you don't get wrecked in the laning phase, yeah.
Well, what we saw earlier was you just send IO and Tiny mid, and then you just crush whoever you're laning up against, which was unfortunately snaking. MSS was playing a pretty solid Tiny. Misery did so much work early on as well on the IO in that game against NAR. So I think they're taking a long time to think about this, though. I hope it's not a Phantom Assassin. Remaining. I hope it's not something ridiculous. They go for the Luna, though, which is fine.
Team Liquid's
I guess. I don't love that pick. I'm not in love. I don't know. That's a pretty weak pair right there. Both of those are pretty bad in lane.
I agree with you. You don't have that aggressive nature with the Avalanche and Toss combo. You can throw up the Lucent Beam. You get overcharge, which I think is a big deal. The early overcharge is so nice to have. You can take Roche pretty easily with it, especially if you get some sort of armor reduction, whether that's Medallion or whatever. They don't have anybody that's going to pick that up yet anyways, but Batrider, Brewmaster, they're going to be looking to get those Blink Daggers really online. You can send Luna and IO duel and mid, shut down that Shadow Fiend as effectively as possible. Again, though, it's a Shadow Fiend, so it's also a Radiant Shadow Fiend, which means they have the creep camps to work with on the Radiant side jungle, which is actually really, really freaking solid. And if they get somebody to stack those for the Shadow Fiend, he'll be in pretty much heaven. Even if he gets shut down, there's always a way for him to get back into the game, which we've seen time and time again on SFs. So
yeah, it's pretty hard to actually shut down Radiant Shadow Fiend, to be honest. Like, you can try, but it's not easy.
Well,
it's definitely not easy. I mean, there's just so many options. Like, there's so many places he can go. It's pretty.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. Enigma, the last pick, so he can actually. He'll be splitting the jungle to a certain extent. He can stack up for the Shadow Fiend, but he'll most likely be working on just getting his own farm. Tidal in the off lane. That gives Mirana Shadow Demon in a dual lane, and they should be just fine. This is a bit greedy. They're not going to be shutting down anybody on Snaz lineup, but they're going to be getting a lot of farm for themselves. Shadow Fiend is going to have a pretty quick Midas if he goes for it. Tidehunter getting early Arcanes into a Blink Dagger. A lot of teams have done mech first, and that has worked out. Some teams don't like doing that. They like having the early game initiation. Remaining. We've talked to a couple of the people that do that often. Enigma picked up here. The Black Hole Ravage combo, and on top of that, Requiem of Souls is going to be solid. Shutting down the Brewlings as well is very important, but they pick up a Darkseer for Sneaky Nyx Assassins. This is more, I feel like, our speed. But at the same time, you have a Batrider and a Darkseer on the same lineup. So now it's one greedy lineup next to another greedy lineup. And it's going to be a 4-position Darkseer, which I've seen a little bit of.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's, I don't know how I feel about
this.
That's
how I would describe that. Oh, God. I don't...
Here's the thing. You don't need to, you don't need to gank, I guess. I mean, the problem with this is...
Literally, okay, so this is what the lineup here, the problem with Snaz lineup is Liquid are going to get to do whatever they want until Wisp is level 6.
Yes. That's absolutely correct.
Literally whatever they want, because there's a Darkseer that's a 4, there's a Batrider that's going to need a Blink, Sna is not going to be doing anything by himself, so really relocate is the only option for them, and that doesn't come up until level 6. Ugh, this is really passive. I am not a fan of these lineups.
Yeah,
but
they might be
we'll see. I mean, it could work. It very easily could work. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but this is not my... This is not... That's sketchy.
It's like they saw, okay, they picked an Enigma. They have a jungler. We're not really in danger of losing our tri-lane. We're not in danger of having SN not get any farm this time around. And, well, they go for a Darkseer, which is... I've seen 4-position Batriders, which I really like, because you can just sit in the jungle and stack and farm. Like, jungling Batriders are okay, given the circumstances. But IX Mike is playing this Batrider, so it's going in the offlane one way or another. Or solo safe, depending on it. If... I don't think Nyx will run an aggro dual lane, especially not with an IO and a Luna combo. There are other things that could happen here. There's a whole lot of laning options for both sides, I think, but it should be pretty standard for the most part.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I don't really see anything crazy happening here. It just looks like Shadow Demon, Mirana, SF in the mid lane. It all looks pretty standard, and we're still missing Demon. He's outside drinking Red Bull, so...
They're talking about their first trip to, well, not first, but one of their trips to Disneyland, which they had.
Yeah, they're really close to Disneyland.
They're in yeah, actually, what Disneyland is it in Anaheim? I don't know my geography.
Yeah, it's in Anaheim, but they're in Santa Monica, which is pretty close.
Isn't Anaheim south of us when we were in that
Yeah,
place?
it's south of it, but they're in LA, so.
Okay, well, it's not too far away then.
So I think it's just a little bit south of LA.
Yep. So I'm sure they had a good time. That might have put them into a good state of mind to play these games here today.
Their team bonding activity is going to Disneyland.
Yes, they need that, maybe stop all of the internal issues and internal conflicts that and we don't even know that exist, but who knows?
They got internal issues.
All right, well, you're just gonna call that out, huh?
Pretty well documented internal issues, but I don't know. They seem to be playing well together, and maybe if they went to Disneyland, they had some enlightenment. Oh, who knows? Or maybe Jimmy just yelled at them.
They had enlightenment by going to Disneyland.
Who knows, man? They had to survive the park with all the scary, screaming children roaming around. Who do you think's the IRL carry of that team? Who directs the group?
Demon, I think.
I would agree with that. I think
he's just. Actually, I don't know.
I think it probably. He seems like the
Demon
dominant personality.
I'd say Demon or Way 2. Yeah. Well. It's not like they need a director.
I'm just asking. I mean, every group usually has, someone who sort of does, gets things done and kind of figure out where everyone's going. So
it could have been maybe not anybody on the team and somebody that was affiliated with the team or a friend
true.
even. So
Mario, yeah.
Well,
we'll find out. Demon's going to be on the Tidehunter, so maybe we'll get to see some sweet Ravage action.
Listen, all I'm going to say is these people are very capable of holding their own in any situation in real life. Met with them, talked with them.
I was just making I'm not flaming them. I'm not flaming them. I was just making conversation. Who do you think's the IRL shot caller?
I'm giving you a hard time, Greg. All right, we're gonna jump into the game here. It's Liquid versus Sneaky Nick's Assassins. We're getting the pause. It's out of the way. Hopefully, no pause arena later on into the match. We'll keep going. Introducing the teams here. For Liquid, on the Radiant side, we'll have Demon this time on the Tidehunter. Koikva's going to be on the Shadow Fiend, like you mentioned. TC, he'll be on the Mirana, no surprise there. Bulba on the Shadow Demon, and to round it all out, it is going to be Way 2 on the Jungling Enigma. So a bit of a switcheroo in terms of their lineups and who's playing what in this time around, but still should be pretty solid.
On the other side of things, Sneaky Nick's Assassins, we've got the stand-in lane. It's going to be Lust on the IO and SN on that Luna. In the mid lane, it's going to be Sna on the Brewmaster. Down bottom, it's going to be IX, Mike88 on that Batrider, and Fluff and Stuff's down here as well, but it looks like he was possibly just warded on that Darkseer.
He's got that escape E button if he gets caught out of position, so that's fair. He actually, I don't know where he's going to go. I'd have to imagine he's going to be in the jungle. That makes the most sense, but right now he's just kind of roaming around, and he's playing a 4-position Darkseer. Mike should get the farm in this bottom lane. What might happen is actually they might just have Mike go to the jungle at some point after he gets level 3 or 4, have some stacks going his way, and then have Fluff take the off lane. Again, a lot of dual lanes have been happening recently. I've seen so many of them. The
good old Batrider Darkseer dual lane.
Listen, man, it works. Batrider with anything could work because you just give the experience to the person after you leave the lane, and you're going to leave the lane 9 times out of 10 unless you're having an absolutely fantastic lane where you're getting all of your CS, which really shouldn't happen if you're a Batrider, at least in a solo environment. So. Then again, I don't know. Things can happen. Things can change. Bulba's like, all right, there's 2 heroes in my lane. What do I do? Darkseer already throws the Iron Shell. So they actually just want to pressure TC here, which is actually rather interesting. He's going to have to back off. He didn't skill Leap Up. He actually skilled up Arrow, which is not a surprise considering he has Bulba here to set it up with Disruption. Lust is really looking for a Courier Snipe here, and he might just find it in this mid lane. So that could be a huge pickup. It actually has the bottle on the Courier. That might shut down Quick's farm quite effectively. Down bottom, though.
Oh, nope.
Nyx.
Nope.
Fluff and Stuff. Iron Shell. He gets the first blood on Bulba. He stayed too long. He's going to surge away. He will not survive the last right click from TC. He'll have to leap away, but he's already secured that first blood. Well worth it. Lust, get the courier. Lust, no!
Koikava has seen this story before, and, well, he did not want to let that happen to him again after losing probably losing the qualifiers because of that.
Yeah.
And, well, he sends that bottle the long way around both ways. And he's not going to let that happen again. He might get a little bit of hijinks here, though, with the tether down. Slow him and the clap.
It's a level 1 IO. He's not going to do much here, I feel like. Lust is not going to
not exactly high impact.
No, not. I mean, until you get at least spirits and maybe even level 2 spirits, you're not going to be doing that much damage. Maybe the right click, Snog can get a bit of move speed if he really wants to go for a kill, but I just don't know really what Lust is doing. They're going to tether. They are, in fact, looking for this kill. Like, I mean, Lust is taking tower damage like crazy. They are going to dive behind this tower. That courier is being very bold. Snog will back away. So, I guess I stand corrected. They could have gotten that kill, but, again, Lust he doesn't have anything, so...
Trusty Mountain Yak almost in danger there, but they're able to pull it back, and oh my god, I can't believe Liquid used this ugly...
Why do they have this? That's disgusting. Bulba, get another freaking courier, man. Jeez.
That is just actually the worst,
Disgusting.
but... Lust's gonna run into Demon here, and Demon does not have Gush, so I'm not sure how much trouble Lust actually is gonna be in here. He does have Tether at a... He's gonna be... Yeah, if there was a Gush there, that was probably a kill, but Demon has 2 levels in Anchor Smash, 1 in Kraken Shell, no Gush available. He's still kind of pulling creeps, though, bullying the lane, taking advantage of the fact that he's got a lot of HP at this point. He has Anchor Smash, and he's going to bring those creeps on a ride.
Yeah, he's being very proactive right now. He's not really worrying about SNN's farm too much. He's sitting at 17 last hits. I guess he doesn't really care. As long as he gets some decent farm, gets up to the Arcanes, and whatever else he wants, whether that's a Mech or a Blink Dagger, that's his choice. There's a lot of options. Quakefa in the mid lane is sitting at 16 CS, so he's out laning Sna right now. Once you get those Necromastery stacks, it's not hard to start bullying down the Brewmaster, who, I mean, yes, you can throw up the Drunken Haze. It does cost 50 mana, so that's actually a lot of your pool if you are the Brewmaster. But bottom lane, this dual lane Darkseer new meta Bat Rider combo, is it paying off? Well,
okay. I mean, they've gotten level 3 on both heroes, so
there's that.
Not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, but in terms of itemization, Mike is sitting at 200 gold on top of his boots and bottle. TC still has, what, 12 last hits, so not terrible considering how this is being laned. Bulba has yet to set up an arrow. I think they did lose first blood. Bulba did go down to the Iron Shell. They killed Fluff and stuff right afterwards, but I don't know. This is, it's looking even for the most part. Again, SN is the lead farmer right now. You do have to also consider Way 2 is jungling. He should be going for the mech here, I imagine, and then that leaves Demon open just for a straight Blink Dagger after his Arcanes.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot. Blink first versus mech first. A lot of mixed opinions, but I think the Blink is going to be particularly valuable against both the Bat Rider and the Brewmaster, so he can stand in the back, not be a target of any spells really, and then just jump in, Ravage as soon as there's an initiation. So it seems pretty valuable. We'll see if he goes for the mech, but they do have a Darkseer, and Fluff is a pretty natural mech builder, though. He has a Sage's Mask, so maybe he's going to be building a Soul Ring first.
Maybe. That makes the most sense. Arrow? No, or right-click, rather, and Lucid Beam top lane. Pegasus Demon taking damage. The Tether's there, but again, they're not going to get this kill, especially on Demon, who has Anchor Smash, which has a 60% damage reduction, which is ridiculous when you think about it. However, Lucid Beam is a bit scary on top of the Spirits, so he has got to play a bit more carefully here. He's got only 1 Tango left in his inventory. Now, Smike is just running around the jungle with a Haste Rune and Firefly. I think this is what they wanted to accomplish. They wanted to maybe take over the jungle, and that's what they're going to try to do here.
Yeah, with the Haste Rune, this is particularly easy. He's going to burn down these creeps. Clear it out for Way 2, who is going to be sad when he goes back there and there's no creeps.
He's got a Soul Ring now as well. Way 2.
Oh, Mike. Mike leaves like a half HP camp. Oh, that's a gift.
Yeah, Way 2 gets a free one here, unfortunately, for Sneaky Nick's Assassin side. There's a couple of rotations coming through. Fluff is actually mid. He's got no vacuum. He's going to search Sna forward. They're looking for a clap here. I don't know. The Flame Break is going to come through. Mike just skilled that up. Now they're going to use the Primal Split. They're going to throw the rock down. Quakefa getting caught out. They will take him down. A bit of an unorthodox play coming up from Sna, rotating their bottom lane heroes to get that kill. And they're looking for Way 2 as well. Mike has no lasso, nor does he have the mana for it. Actually has 1,000 gold to bank.
Top lane. Oh, Demon, is he going to make it out? He's going to make it.
Oh!
No, he's not.
Alright. I got excited.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He goes down there to the right clicks. Doesn't lose too much gold. He just bought up those Arcanes, so he spent most of it. But, well, they use Surge as their Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster. Get a kill on Koikava. Unfortunately, that's only 1 kill, and it's 6 minutes. He still has 30 CS. He's going to get max stacks here pretty soon. The problem is that Way 2 is eating this jungle, which is annoying for Koikava. He would like that to be just his, but oh well.
Yeah, I mean,
sharing is caring.
Raises would be good. Take down a couple of creep camps. Boom, you're back in it. That's not the case right now, at least. Way 2 is just going to farm away. Still working on something.
Bottom lane, Fluff and stuff. He had an arrow, and he died.
There was a disruption for that. I don't know why my camera wasn't fixated on the solo hero when they have an arrow and a disruption combo coming through. So, yep, they get a free kill there. There is 43 CS on SN right now, which is pretty significant at 6 minutes and 50 seconds. That's rather good. That's an understatement, by the way. He's actually got his Morbid Mask. SN loves to go for Morbid Mask and not Helm of the Dominator. He does not stack his Ancient Camps. He just gets the Lifesteal, and that's it. So this will give him at least a bit more staying power in lane. And he'll get his probably Ogre Club and BKB next, which is what he's gone for all 3 games I've seen him on the Luna. So
I guess I can understand that if you are going for the mid-game lineup, because you spend 950 on the Helm of Iron Will. If you're not stacking camps, it is totally not worth it.
Lust is dead, I think. Malphite, he might be able to tether away. He's got a gush.
He needs a tether, friend.
He's not going to get there in time, sadly. Demon gets the kill with his right click and anchor smash, so easy kill there. They probably wanted SN, but they do have the black hole if they want to get a true kill. I don't know if they really can set it up. They don't have any initiation. There's no Blink Dagger on either hero. Obviously, it's a little too early for that. Speaking of Blink Dagger, Sna sitting at 1,500 gold. He's getting quite close. That IX Mike is sitting at 1,200, so he's also getting rather close as well. And again, this is what I was talking about. Fluff is going to get essentially experience, free experience down bottom, while Mike just stays in the jungle and gets towards that Blink Dagger.
Fluff is pretty underfarmed though. Only 12 CS, just getting that soul ring a bit ago, and I guess it's okay. I mean, you're really looking for the levels. That double damage rune, I think, did get denied. Yes, it did. There was a double damage rune spawning at him, and it gets denied by these panda illusions. And how's Sna actually doing in this lane? Seems like he's doing okay.
38 CS. He's certainly not up there with Koikfa in terms of his CS. He's got 49. Koikfa is sitting on a bottle of brown boots and I think nothing else. Like, maybe something's flying out.
Bunch of gold.
No, just a lot of gold essentially.
Well, he has actually gold face on the courier. He's gonna be going Midas.
Yeah, the thing is though, Sna actually gets the Blink Dagger at the same time he gets his Midas. Koikfa has a lot more CS though, and that's the big issue. He's got 54 right now. He's got 36 Necromastery Sec, so he's gotten back into it, but Koikfa's Midas not going to be as early as he would like because of that death. He's got a nice little creep camp stacked up here. Waitu's been sitting top, so he's not taking the jungle anymore, and Demon's here as well. They're going to rotate out. Actually, a lot of heroes top. Brewmaster with his Blink Dagger, IX Mike is not too far away from his, and now the initiation from Nyx Assassins gets a little bit more potent, so...
Yeah, that's a pretty crucial pickup. It's going to be a mech for the Enigma, so that does leave Demon open to go for the Blink Dagger if he wants.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're going to use the whip here. TC and Bubble pushing in. We'll see if there's a reaction, whether or not that comes through a trade or maybe some TP rotations. A pause coming through right as the TP hits. Looks like Lust will be the one to disconnect here. And actually, IX Mike is TPing down right now as we speak. He's very close to that Blink Dagger. I'm surprised he's not staying and waiting for it, but maybe if he gets a kill or even just the CS and he pushes this back, he can get something going.
He needs to be very careful here. Dying here is like the worst possible scenario. So close to Blink Dagger, has Lasso. If he doesn't die, he's going to have this very shortly. It's going to be around 10 minutes, which is really what you look for, like you were saying during the draft. 10 to 12 minutes is that sweet spot for those Blink Daggers, and they're going to have the Panda as well. And this is go time for the Nyx Assassins. They have to be careful because there's obviously Ravage Black Hole, but if they get a good pick-off beforehand, they should be in decent shape.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking as an Enigma right now. You don't have that Blink Dagger initiation, nor do you have the Ravage to, well, at least the Blink Ravage anyway, to start things off with. However, I mean, he's had that Ravage for a while. They haven't gotten anything done with it. They can get a couple of kills if they decide to fight, but the problem is there's nobody around here in that top lane. He actually might even get killed if he stays a bit too long. Again, though, Mike is just going to TP away. Lust will reconnect to the game, and that TP sound is going to go away for those of you that are being annoyed by it, which I certainly am, so...
I just go sit in the fountain, dude. I can't handle it.
Well, the camera is... I need to look around. That's the problem.
Well, that's the sadness of being the main caster, I guess.
Oh, alright, well... You got me, dude.
Gotcha. And Sna, he's in the fountain, gonna pick up that Blink Dagger. Mike, we'll see if he dies here. Dying would be very bad. He could very easily Disruption Arrow. Income. Whoa! Miscommunication there. They're gonna purge him, though.
Mike, what are you doing, dude?
Mike.
Well, they're going to Primal Split as well. I don't think they're going to get anything here. They have no detection. They just Moonlight Shadowed. Fluff is coming in, also no detection. That's...
Tried to use the Dispel, did not work.
That is unfortunate.
That was like... Oh, God.
That's about as bad as it
That
gets.
was just... That's like awful. Short of your whole team dying. I'm not really sure how it gets much worse than that at 10 minutes. You use ulti on Brew. Right after it gets a Blink Dagger, get nothing out of it.
That's how it gets
Rider
worse.
dies right before Blink. Jesus.
That's how it gets worse there. They take the tier 1 tower. They rotate 3 heroes for it also, and they don't get anything out of it at all. That is not good. So, yep, Mike dies while he was very close to his Blink, and he pretty much had it if he just stayed alive. And, well, he doesn't do that.
I don't know what his plan was. He just kind of walked up there. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
He expected the TP maybe a bit earlier from Sna and to throw his ult and actually do something, but he just got dove, and they did not anticipate that, I think. So, Liquid will take a free kill and a free tower. Midas is done for Quake for now, who's got the second most net worth in the game, only behind that of TC, who actually might get lassoed here. In fact, will. Mike's going to bring him into the Firefly. Is there enough damage? There is a leap available. He's going to use it immediately, and lasso might have been used for, again, nothing. Brewmaster's looking to try to jump in. Blink is available, but he's too far away. TC's just going to keep running here. There's actually a TP rotation coming, and this will be from Demon, looking to maybe to use that Ravage. Decides, well, they can't really chase after it. Everyone's going to back away now. And so Mike, again, this time the lasso used for essentially nothing, and still no Blink Dagger to boot. So Fluff actually might die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's dead. Quick gets the kill. Okay.
It appears that it is going to be the Blink Dagger here for Demon, and things are just going well. Oh my God, Mike.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mike, you were there. You had the Blink Dagger. You almost had it, dude.
Bottom tower is
Oh,
under attack.
man. Snot getting caught out. He's got no Primal Split. The Malphite's coming through. Wait, you might actually use the hole for this. Yep, there it is. The Thunderclap coming in. The raise. 1-2. The punch coming in quick for getting the kill.
And they get the tier 1 tower.
Snot are just unraveling. That pause did not do them any favors at all. Crumbling indeed.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 stand-ins, I guess maybe you can't expect a top-level play, but this looks really bad.
This looks sloppy, to say the very least. SN at least is farming. His CS is 82, which is actually about tied for Quick Fuzz. He did go for the Helm of the Dominator, which I'm actually shocked he didn't do that. Nope, Malphite's going to come through. There's the Eclipse. Way too. Oh, the Moonlight Shadow. He gets fogged, I think, and SN is just going to be able to maybe run out of here. The Malphite is done. There's the Tether and the Overcharge. They shouldn't be able to chase this. Sna's on the backside looking to maybe Blink, Clap, and Primal Split, but the Moonlight Shadow was used.
This is bad for Sna. Everything is going wrong.
There's a Blink Dagger also for
Oh, God.
That's not good. The Blink Ravage is going to come out, followed by the Requiem potentially. There's no hole, which is good, but other than that, they are going to rotate everybody up to this top lane. Meanwhile, TC's got to farm mid here, so it could be a 4 versus 5 fight we're seeing. I don't know if Liquid want to take this engagement. They've got to be very careful. The mech does finish up for way 2, so he will have that staying power. And Demon's going to run in. He's going to look for it. There it goes. The Ravage connecting on 4. There's going to be the Anchor Smash doing a lot of damage. The wall is up. Fluff getting close to death here. Will survive. The Brewlings are up now. Up in the air is Demon. Bulba getting that kill. However, he's getting chased down by the Pandas. TC has rotated up. Bulba getting lower and lower. The Creep, or the Courier rather, runs through. Mike will jump in. He has that Blink Dagger. He's going to get the lasso. TC getting low as well. Demon still doing damage to the Anchor Smash. There's a race for Quickfoot. Grabs yet another kill. IX Mike now on the retreat. Firefly through. Now, way too looking for another Malphite. Cannot get there. In the end, is it a 2 for nothing, I believe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
They didn't lose anybody.
This looks really bad for Sna. I don't even, like, Liquid has almost at 7,500 gold lead at 13 minutes. And they have only knocked down 2 towers. This is
it's about
really
to be 10K.
bad.
This is going to update to about 10K. There it is. Well, not much you could say other than...
I don't know, like, Sna's drafts have just been really weird. Like, I mean, I get the dual lane thing, but it just seems not optimal. And with Mike dying like 3 times before buying Blink, or twice.
The play is not quite there right now, I think. Liquid are... Yeah, that's the thing. The execution is not stellar right now. And it's not stellar.
I mean, their coordination with 2 stand-ins is probably to be expected, but we also have not seen IO use Relocate at all, although I think he
just got
it.
They're going to use it right now. Speak of the devil. Quickfoot getting chased down. He does buy the BKB, so he bought out before. He's going to Requiem too. However, Mike's going to say, I'm going to Flame Break you, and you're going to cancel, and you're going to die. So they get a kill that is much needed. They'll leave Mike down bottom, and at least that's something.
Yeah, that's one thing going in the direction, but
is maybe dead here. Soul Catcher. Moonlight Shadow's going to get popped. Bulba's going to use that Shadow Poison to grab the kill. Way too. Getting it with the Malphite, and I believe the Moonlight, or rather Midnight Pulse. Bulba getting chased down. It's now just right-clicking him. Way too has Malphite ready to go. He's going to use it. No. He's going to make some Eidolons first. He's actually going to kill Lust easily. He didn't even have to use the Malphite there. Not that he's mana for it. They're still chasing down Sna, who has no Primal Split for about 16 seconds. The arrow, it's going to connect. Sna is done. It is looking pretty dire.
They're in dire straits.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I get it. It's clever.
Got it.
Got it.
But honestly, things are rough now for Nyx. Like, the only thing that's gonna save them is like a huge wombo combo, and with only level 1 vacuum, I'm just not sure that's gonna happen.
There's no levels for the Starkseer.
Yeah, and this is because they dual laned it. Like, I don't think that's a good idea, honestly. You take like 2 heroes, one needs farm really bad, one needs level really bad. Maybe I don't know. There's just no reason to, like, what do you really gain from dual laning those? They didn't get kills or anything. Like, I guess you shut down TC a little bit, but it's a Mirana. It's like, I don't know.
Work was getting last down bottom. This is what they need, though, pick-offs. But he's going to BKB and Requiem. Mike, maybe in some trouble here. Yeah, he's going to die. Koikfa going to get the kill there with the right clicks. Nice BKB. They didn't really anticipate that. Plus, they're going for this tier 2 tower top, so...
Maelstrom is done for TC as well. It's not going to move forward. There's a split. He's going to try to make something happen. Way too asshole. He can hold those thingies. That's not going to work.
Waitsu's going to get chased down. He's going to get right-clicked to death. Bulba's still in the air. He's a bit squishy as well. They have Ravage ready to go once he's out of that primal split, but Bulba getting kind of low himself. He has actually a stick charge ready to go. Demon looking to Ravage. No, he's going to blink away. I thought he was going to go for it. Now Disruption. Bulba's still barely alive, holding on to life here. TC going to come through as well. Maelstrom, like you mentioned, done, but he doesn't have it on him right now. The Starstorm Fluff getting low. He wants that kill. He might find it and will. He'll connect. Now there's a huge Ravage coming in. 2 dead. Double kill for TC. Triple kill for TC. They're not done yet. They're still chasing. Quick is rotated up. He's got a DD rune. He's going in hard. He's going in deep lust. He's got no tether for another 3 seconds. He is dead as well. That's going to be Quick's kill of this fight. The Gush coming through. IX Mike getting low. TC, the right clicks are there. And now Bulba with Demonic Courage. I believe he just used it. No, well, even if he didn't, Mike's dead anyways. TC gonna fall to the tower. The urn! The disruption! Bulba! What a player. Keeps his teammate alive. They'll get 5 kills, a team wipe now for Sneaky Nick's Assassins, and Liquid are gonna take a tier 2 tower on top of it all.
They get a huge amount of gold out of this. I mean, Bulba has 3,000 gold. TC has 1,500. Demon has 1,800. Koikva has 2,800. This just... Honestly, this seems pretty over. I don't know what Nyx Assassins can do from this point with only 1 level in Vacuum, 1 level in Wall. Level 11 Luna is something, but no, she still doesn't have a BKB, so she's just getting destroyed by Ravage. We haven't even seen a good hole yet. He has a blink now. Oh god, this is gonna be scary.
Yeah, so he's going for BKB on top of it all, which is no surprise. So I agree with you. There's not much you do if you're Sneaky Nyx Assassins. You have 5 kills on the board at 17 minutes. They're down, and I'm surprised it's not more. 12,000 gold. Experience-wise, it's 50,000. Bulba buys Dagon.
Oh, Bulba, why you gotta be like that, dude?
Mouse Sports Gaming. Did you... The game there was... Oh, you were casting that game with me, dude. That game with the 7 Dagon game. That was quite... that was something.
Why you gotta be like that, Bulba?
I mean, that's an effective way to end the game.
It's actually half legit.
It's an effective way to end the game. I'm down with it.
Demon is gonna be going for one as well, so...
Excellent.
Let the dig in, boys.
Excellent. Not to be outshined by Mouse Sports in the 5 Dagon strategy. They need couriers though. That's the thing. There's no couriers in their inventory yet. They're not quite. They're not quite as stylish as Mouse Sports are. So they're gonna try to initiate. Sna. He's gonna go right on TC here. He's gonna leap away immediately. Now Primal Split is gonna go. Waitsu again. He can use that black hole if he wants to, but I don't think he actually is gonna blink away immediately. He got out just in time. The relocate now on top of TC. The Lucid Beam, the Eclipse is gonna kill TC. They finally bring a hero down. Now Koikfa getting tossed up in the air by that air pan of the Cyclone. Bulba getting kind of low. The dust is on him. The Lucid Beam taking a lot of damage. The relocate done the Dagon. Not enough damage to get the kill. The Gush and the Anchor Smash, however, is a 2-for-1 trade. Malphus, Mike getting caught out. He's still in the river right now. His Firefly still going for some time here. Demon will miss that Anchor Smash just barely. Now the Midnight Pulse breaks the trees down, but unfortunately does not put that Blink Dagger on cooldown, so he will be able to blink away in time. And they're still working on that tier 1 tower top as well.
I mean, they still have Ravage, they still have Hole, like, they're fine here. And they're gonna rotate top. Demon pops the Ravage, he's gonna take down Lust. No Gush available, does not matter. Black Hole and SN, is he gonna make it out of here? He needs some assistance, there's the Gush. Down goes Io, and he's
got no Malphite. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, Failfish.
Failfish indeed, so. They use the Hole, and they don't get the kill on the Luna. A bit unfortunate, but they don't really lose much. Liquid, they lost TC, yes, but other than that, really, it was Bulba, I believe, as well, but not that big of an issue. They take down the tier 1 tower top, but they'll deny it, so there's not that much farm going the way of Nyx Assassins, and they get the tier 2 tower bottom as well, so all things considered, Liquid are still perfectly okay with that trade.
In all things considered, they still have a huge advantage. Oh, Koikva is going to die here, maybe?
Lasso getting right click down. Yeah, Arrow is going to connect to the Snob, but TC's not going to follow that up, so... Yeah, that was really good Lasso usage. They actually used it right as the BKB pop, so I think a 9-second duration BKB down the drain. So yeah, 8 seconds now. Chrysalis is up on Shadow Fiend, so he's getting a lot of damage. But Nyx are going to do the Olympics game and try to go for Roche, which they don't have the best Roche lineup, though. That's the problem. Luckily, they have SN, who does a bit of damage here, so...
I mean, they're basically riding the Luna train at this point. They're gonna try to use Brewmaster to sustain them through and just go for Luna in the late game, but oh god, it's not almost dead.
They dusted it. They just caught TC with that dust. They know that he's there right now. They're gonna run IX Mike, no lasso. Starstorm could go Demonic Purge on IX Mike right now. Luna still taking up Roshan, still going for it. Everyone else backing off. Arrow's going to sail through. It's going to hit Roche. Now the Primal Split. Demon looking for a Ravage. No, he doesn't have it. Luna gets the Aegis. They get Roche as well. No snatch coming out. Demon's going to blink, or force rather, to the high ground. And still stays alive. So that could have gone disastrously for Nyx. They use a couple of cooldowns, however. Well worth it to get the Aegis and the Roshan.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure Snot's going to make it out of this one.
Nope. That's a bit unfortunate. I just assumed the fight was over, but that's not the case. Demon gets the kill, so Snot falling.
I don't think Liquid care that they just got that Snake Assassin just got the Aegis.
No, I don't think so either.
Push. They do not have Ravage for another 18 seconds. Black Hole is 60 seconds, but Ravage plus Koikva is more than enough to kill like basically everyone on Sneaking Assassins, and Koikva's got a bankroll as well. Dude, his SF is really good.
Solid, I'd say, absolutely. He's right up there with some of the best, and well, TC's gonna get lasted actually. Eclipse is gonna get brought down, but now they're gonna use the disruption defensively, keeping TC alive. He'll leap through the wall. And all of a sudden, the big Ravage coming in from Demon. Koikva, BKB, Requiem going to fly. SN getting obliterated. There's the Aegis. Koikva now up to 36 souls after that kill. Lust getting caught out. SN, look at the raise, the right-click damage. Just too much to deal with. He gets brought down. He's down for 48 seconds. He has no buyback. Actually, he does, but it might not even be useful here. Meanwhile, Bulba, Disruption, very aggressively with that Force Staff. IX Mike getting arrowed as well. Big soul catcher damage. IX Mike is done. SN will buy back. Now jumping in his Sna. Still no Primal Split right now. Koikva getting brought low, but he's got no BKB. The raises are up. Sna is going to get brought down. He also has buyback, but they will just call GG at 22 minutes in. My goodness, Liquid are just tearing them asunder here. Well.
Yeah, and this game is just... I don't know. That was just not the best play out of Sneaking Assassins. We've seen them play way better than that. Maybe it's a result of stand-ins, maybe it's a result of drafts, who knows. Without Ush, without Whitebeard, it seems like they're not nearly as strong. I mean, just playing with stand-ins really hurts your coordination. Their lanes were probably not optimal. I mean, they dual lane the Darkseer Batrider. I don't love that, and it did not really work out, as just at the end they're still level 10 on that Darkseer. So
yeah, that was not the best game for Fluff. The draft, I agree with you, kind of questionable at the very best, but then again, maybe it felt like they were doomed from the beginning with Lust and SN standing in, Whitebeard and Ush not around, it looks like. So Nyx Assassins, they'll go down. That's going to be it for them. They end their road here in the ADL. Liquid, the reigning ADL champions from Season 1, they're going to make their way back to the Grand Finals. They'll be playing up against the squad of Mouse Sports there in a best-of-5 series. That should be on Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and look up the time for you real quick as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a great day of Dota. We had 2 great series as well. Once again, make sure you check out AmericanDotaLeague.com for more information about all of the rest of the schedule, which, again, there's only 1 series left. It is going to be on Tuesday, and it's going to be at 12 o'clock Pacific time. That is going to be 3 o'clock Eastern time as well. So, guys, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure casting for you. Make sure you check out www.AmericanDotaLeague.com. Follow them at twitter.com/AmericanDota. For us, I'm Mott, with me is What Is Hip. Go ahead and follow us on twitter.com/MottDota2 and twitter.com/WhatIsHipTV. Any comments, criticisms, shoutouts, whatever you have, go ahead and throw that in chat or on Twitter. We'd love to hear it. Before we head out of here, Greg, any more comments? Anything left to say? Not really. It's been a pleasure casting ADL, and only 1 series left to close it out, so we'll see who wins. It's, if I'm not mistaken, Mouse versus Liquid. Yes. So it should be a pretty good matchup, and, well, thank you guys for watching. All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll see y'all later.